late now. Yeah. Hello, one. Hello, all. Happy Friday the 13th. We had a couple of plans. This was supposed to be something that was produced. Yeah, I forget that the mic's over there, and I'm talking to the lens or the camera, but I should be talking this way.
Why don't you move it closer to you?
No, because you're the quiet one.
Oh, I see.
So I can carry my voice. Carry.
You'd think I'd be able to. I did drama for so many fucking years.
Yeah, especially in theater, you're supposed to.
Yeah, project. They call it
projection. So anyway, Emily has only seen what 1, 4, and 6, and that's due to me. I said, don't worry about 2, don't worry about 3, certainly don't worry about 5. But the deal here is we're going to have Emily read the fandom.
Yeah, this is a rough timeline from fandom. It's Friday the 13th.wikia.com.
Okay, and so the relative nature in which we're going to do this is anytime Emily is either confused or has a question, you take a shot, which we both have drinks on the.
What do you have again?
Well, you can't see it. I'm prepared for this event.
Am I.
Oh, see, look, we're themed.
Yay!
And video game fans will know this. You're not supposed to drink yet.
Sorry.
If you have a suggestion for finishing a drink, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, I should find the thing.
Well,
so
let me do the chat. I don't want to go fucking crazy with the
screens.
Hey, look, that's me.
Shut up, you.
No.
Oh, Jace is here.
They're trying to.
That's not us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Bad job. Where's my stuff?
You think you'd be able to find your own videos?
Yeah, this is Jace's fault. Do you know what's up? Good evening, Jace. We're at it again. Hello, Madness. All right, so if you have a suggestion as to what should be a reason for somebody to finish the drink, please shoot it in the chat. I don't know if the delay is there yet or what. I was stalling for, no, you kill that. We share one.
All right.
We're streaming. We're like, I don't know how the Wi-Fi is handling all this. All right, so Emily's going to go through the timeline, and anytime she has a question or whatever is confused, then we take a shot. I don't know if we'll get to part 4 by this rate, but if you're ready, go ahead. This is the Friday the 13th timeline as appearing on fandom.com, Friday the 13th.wikia.com. Oh, look at that. Loud.
So there's different decades here for stuff that's happened. So I'll start with...
Jay says, drink as much as you want when my friends come in. That's code.
I see.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Jace.
You want me to start?
Yes, sorry.
Right.
Eric asks if you're drunk yet. No, not yet.
Had a few sips, that's all.
Yeah, we're gonna.
He's having iced coffee, I think.
Yeah, I can't show you, but trust me when I say it's iced coffee with a kick.
And this is iced tea, but it has peach
schnapps.
Yeah, peach schnapps.
I keep talking that way. I don't know if you could hear me properly, but okay.
Someone's popular.
All right, so go ahead.
Right. 30s, it says. 1930, unknown date, Pamela Sue Voorhees is born.
You got it so far?
All right, so I have to ask, first of all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but do they show this in the movies? Is it important to know when she's born?
No, this isn't movie stuff. I think you're asking questions on purpose at this point. Wait a minute. What's a Voorhees?
I need to know what parts of this are relevant or not.
John says, I'm already drunk and love looking at you two sexy fucks.
Aw, thanks, John.
Aw, John.
All right. 1935.
Louder.
1935.
You're going louder, but your frequency's going higher too. Leave the bass in your voice.
1935.
Yeah, there you go.
Unknown date. The Christie family established Camp Crystal Lake.
I'm sorry, hold on.
I understand that.
John, you got that wrench, right?
Looks like it.
Oh, I should take a shot because Jason's friend's here. All right, Jace, thanks for the friendship there. Just
I see.
The
Right.
Christies. Go ahead.
I understand that. 1940s, 1941. Freddy Krueger is born.
If you're gonna lean into that.
All right.
Not me.
Freddy Krueger is born.
Do you know who that is?
Yes, and I know he's in one of the movies where he's versus Jason, so no questions here.
Well, you'll be lucky if you get to that.
September. So that means that the nun was mass raped in, I guess, January?
We can't crisscross. Listen.
I'm not allowed to ask about the Freddy Krueger.
You're not allowed to take a drink on that. No, because if you want to crisscross the.
That wasn't a question. I was just trying to work out when this poor nun. So it was just after New Year's.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Freddy Krueger was born in 41. I don't know.
Are you allowed to have questions?
I don't know why Freddy Krueger's date of birth or year of birth is important on the Friday the 13th timeline, but
Wait, 1941. How old would he be now? 80-ish?
41. It says 77.
Fair enough.
I'm not.
Mm.
I don't like that. Where's Cody when you need him?
I hope everyone can hear me okay. If not, then I'll try and
Yeah,
speak
if you need to speak up, say something.
up. Okay. 1946, Thursday, June 13. Jason Voorhees is born to Pamela and Elias Voorhees. I'm guessing we never get to meet him.
That's correct.
Right. Sometime later, Elias either gets killed by his wife, if he's abusive to his family, as in the comics. There are comics?
I'm aware of some. I'm not aware of him.
I'm guessing they
Abusing.
came out after the film, so I don't know if they're canon.
I don't think. We haven't got to the first film yet, for the record. Yeah.
It's not my fault they're going so far.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what any of this has to do with anything, but by all means.
So he either gets killed by his wife, if he's abusive to his family, as in the comics, or abandons his wife and son if he's not abusive to his family, as in the comics. Wait, so there's a couple comics where he's not abusive and some where he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why make this needlessly complicated?
We haven't gotten to 1958 yet, for the record, which is where the first film starts.
Mm-hmm. Pamela raises her son apart from other children in the Voorhees house. So I was unaware that...
Trinity says iced tea. Lightweight. Sorry, I'm going back to my movie. He calls you a lightweight. Sorry. It's got alcohol in it, Trini.
Yeah. So does this mean that Jason has siblings?
Yes.
Okay. Is Krueger one of them?
No.
Because we don't know who was the father. I mean, that poor woman was raped by hundreds of dudes.
Oh, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that's...
I know that's not how semen works, but canonically that's...
Wait, what? I'm not here to answer your fucking...
Okay, so Krueger's mother was that one nun, Nunny Krueger, whatever her name was.
Uh-huh.
And she was locked with dozens of the most insane and deplorable convicts, and they all had to go on her. And Freddy was the result, which seems to suggest that there was some kind of, I don't know, blending of evil sperm at some point. That's how that works. So it's possible they had, a father in common. We just don't know.
I'm not here to answer your sex ed questions. I don't know how.
I'm just ruling out that Jason had Freddy as a brother.
I can categorically deny that is accurate.
Okay.
So Madness is asking what the aim of the game is. The aim of the game is to watch Emily get drunk, because every time she reads down the timeline and has a question or is confused, she takes a shot. And already, as you can see, it's working. We haven't gotten to the first film yet.
I'm more fun when I'm drunk, apparently.
No, it's just fun to poke holes in the timeline because it's shoddy. That's coming from a fan. It's shoddy.
Okay. 1950s we're on to now. Summer. Pamela receives the job of cook at Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, drink up.
Why? Oh.
Jason's friend. Jay, stop bringing your party. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a alcoholic coffee beverage, iced coffee, DCM or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah, it can be used as a creamer or just on its own, or you can heat it up and get cows to...
He said, I've asked plenty of questions. Drink. No, it's not. If the chat has questions, it's if Emily has questions. Just rewind. You'll see her get confused.
Because I've seen only 3 movies, and was told not to worry about others, so I have gaps in my knowledge even so.
Right.
Okay, so summer, Pamela receives the job of cook at Camp Crystal Lake. Friday, September 13th. While there, 11-year-old Jason accidentally drowns in the lake after being, as opposed to deliberately drowns, in the lake after being bullied by most of the other campers. And to make it even more worse, good English, none of the, and it's in italics with capitals, none of the counselors were paying attention. They instead have sex and talked. All of them?
Listen, sex and talked, I think, is. I wish I could show you what we're looking at.
It was just a counselor gangbang, I guess.
I would change the word talked with, smoking the reefer or
Yeah,
doing the bad kid shit. Talked is so harmless.
yeah. Not paying attention to Jason being bullied or drowning. No body is found. This is swapping tenses a lot, I'm noticing. And it is assumed that Jason had drowned, but somehow he was brought back to life. Oh, another friend?
Jace.
This really is Jason's fault.
This. Blame it on Jace.
I'm sorry, I'm got a little saliva in my mouth now.
Saliva? It's called alcohol.
Yeah, it's making my mouth water. 1958.
Hey! Part 1.
You gotta keep yelling over me.
What? Ah!
Friday, June 13th. Pamela, driven mad with grief over her son's death, kills 2 counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. The killer is not apprehended and the camp is soon shut down. Several attempts are made to reopen Camp Crystal Lake in the years that follow, but none of them are mentioned in this timeline, but are soon halted by mysterious fires. Very mysterious. 1959. Alice Hardy is born somewhere in California to Mr. Hardy and Mrs. Hardy. I don't know why I find that so funny.
The Hardys.
We get to know when she's born, but not what their names are. 60s. 1960 to 61. Diana Voorhees. Who's this?
We'll get that. Wait, is born to Elias Voorhees and a woman who is not Pamela.
Okay, so
I thought he was dead.
So this is a half sibling to Jason, I guess.
Right.
And she's a character in the movies?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. 1962. An attempt to reopen Camp Crystal Lake is halted by a case of bad water. What does that mean? With kids pissing in the lake? What?
Yeah. I don't remember, but yeah, they tried their best to make sure the camp wasn't reopened. Every time you say Jason, you get a drink. Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
No,
Well,
we'd be dead, I think.
all right. Every time she says Jason, I'll drink.
Yeah, because I'm
Well,
running low
you can get a
already.
refill. We're literally not even at 1980 yet, which is the first film.
Okay. The camp comes to be regarded by locals as having a death curse and is nicknamed Camp Blood. All good?
Joseph's saying Pam poisoned the well.
Ah. With poison.
I think that's accurate. Oh, Jace's friend. Jace, keep bringing your buddies. It's going to be a really short night.
1965, Chris Higgins is born. 1968, Trish Jarvis is born. 70s, 1972, Tommy Jarvis is born. And then Abraham begat Joshua, and then Joshua begat. Tick, tick. Okay. 1979, Friday the 13th.
Just, Friday the
that
13th
year, yes.
in 79, whatever day that was.
Steve Christie, determined to reopen Camp Crystal Lake, begins to spend $25,000 to renovate the abandoned camp. Friday, June 13th. We said that already. Oh, this is the title of the film. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
It's mentioning the films now, not just the...
The dates.
Yeah.
So we're at the first one. We're officially at the first one, and Emily's maybe got
Yeah, I've
20%
like
of the drink left.
maybe 5/8 of it already.
Yeah, you're gonna have to slow down and switch to Mike's.
I'll switch to something I don't like as much.
You're gonna still have to drink.
Pamela Voorhees goes on a killing spree at Camp Crystal Lake, trying to stop the camp from being reopened. She kills Steve Christie and 6 of his newly hired counselors. Finally, the not madwoman, is decapitated with a machete by the only surviving counselor, Alice Hardy. I know this.
It's quite strange that they give you all this nonsensical information about who was born on what year, and they just peruse through the first movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I guess it's not necessary to say in what order they died. Jason Voorhees, having either returned from the dead or never actually drowned, that's unlikely, witnesses his mother's death and takes her head and several articles of her clothing, as well as the machete that killed her. I don't think that's established in the film itself.
You need to drink because you said that's unlikely about him drowning.
All right. Possibly not in the original continuity, it says. After Pamela's death, Jason also retrieves her locket containing a picture of himself and his mother. I can barely remember what I looked like on this. Saturday, June 14th. Alice is found in a canoe floating on the lake, claiming that she was attacked by 11-year-old Jason Voorhees. According to the officer who questions Alice in the hospital, she is pulled from the lake by 2 officers thought to be dead. Okay, but they saw the canoe tip over, right? I'm nitpicking, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't know that.
All right.
We don't know that they saw it, but you asked. So hold on. Fluff Salisbury says, too bad you don't have a breathalyzer handy. Oh, that would be a fun little trick to see how far we get. False Proxy says, your liver will thank you later. I don't know. I don't know
how damaged my liver is, but hopefully not too much.
Emily may sound like an Aussie after this.
Maybe.
20 minutes from now, Emily would sound like she's from New York. Well, we'll see. We're not
I can barely do an impression of you.
We're not even up. Yeah, you're getting a little rosy already.
Okay.
We're not even at part 2 yet.
Sometime after Pamela's killing spree, Camp Crystal Lake is condemned, fenced off, and forbidden by law for anyone to enter. August. Alice is released from the sanitarium.
Good song. It is. Sorry.
If you say so. Against her parents' wishes, Alice returns to the town of Crystal Lake to conquer her fears surrounding the events that transpired 2 months previously. One night, Jason Voorhees enters the apartment where she is staying and murders her. Okay.
You remember that, don't you?
Yep.
You recreated it.
He takes her body to his shack in the woods near Camp Crystal Lake. I don't want to ask a question here. So I won't, I guess.
Well, what?
It was a ready-made shack. He made it with all his 11-year-old
Take a drink.
Strength.
Yeah, we don't know, but it was there. It was there with a toilet and everything.
Good. Note, the dates in the movie are from the year 1980 when the movie was released, not in 1979 when the movie takes place. June 13th, 1979 was a Wednesday, and June 14th, 1979 was a Thursday. In 1979, the months in 1979, starting to struggle with numbers now, the months with the 13th on a Friday were April and July. The 2 most likely explanations are that either the original film actually takes place in April or July instead of June, or the franchise takes place in a universe where the calendar is slightly different from ours.
It says present day in part 1. I need to rewrite this because this is fucking... Who wrote this? Sorry.
Bunch of idiots.
It says present day. It doesn't say 1979. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But
maybe they wrote it knowing it would be released in 1980 and just planned ahead.
Perhaps. It doesn't... nitpicking there, but whatever.
However, since the dates in most of the other films match our calendar, it's more likely that the events of the film takes place in July. It wouldn't be April because the school year hadn't ended yet, so summer camp wouldn't have started yet. Fair enough. 80s. 1980. Tina Shepard is born. Yay. 1982. Summer. While staying at her friend's summer home at Higgins Haven, 17-year-old Chris Higgins gets in a fight with her parents and runs into the woods, as you do.
Yeah. If you have a question, you have to ask. That's cheating. If you're confused about something, you have to state it. It's part of the game, you see.
Okay, why the woods?
Oh, it's that doesn't count. It's by the lake.
Fine. There she's attacked by Jason Voorhees. Chris passes out and awakens back at her home. Her parents refuse to speak of the incident. Twats. 1984. Friday the 13th, Part 2. So the above didn't take place in any movie. It's just referred to, maybe?
It is referred to.
Okay.
That's a question.
Hmm.
We're going to have to take a break in a second for you to refill.
Yeah.
Wondered if 1979 was to be a drink. I don't know what that means, Joseph. We would literally be shot. I can imagine the timeline on Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know if she's going to make it to that. News clippings in later films do establish a year for the first movie. Oh, okay. Thank you, Joseph. Yep. And Madness, yeah, he clarified that it's cheating.
Ah.
All right. We're caught up.
Okay. Friday the 13th, part 2. Thursday.
1984, 4 years later.
Thursday, July 12th.
We're only starting part 2.
Paul Holt's counselor training program at Packanack Lodge, what a name, is opened. Jason Voorhees, wearing a burlap sack to cover his face, kills local doomsayer Ralph. Oh, from the movie, the first one.
That was a question.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, all right.
That was a bland acknowledgement.
Oh, that's yeah. All right. I'll give you it. Fuck it. We're only on part 2.
Friday, July 13th. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Enraged that the Crystal Lake area is being intruded upon, Jason kills 6 of the counselors in training. 6 again. A local police officer and the dog of one of the counselors. Oh, they killed a dog?
Huh? No.
So
No.
this is wrong? It's an off-screen dog killing?
That was a question. But no, it's a misdirection because the dog is alive, and then when the dog comes into the room, Jason breaks through the window. So again, the folks at FridayThe13th.wikia.com, you have my business email.
Mm-hmm.
This is all bullshit. Which is even funnier that that this is kind of spotty.
Oh, poor dog. See, someone agrees with me.
Yeah, I don't think. Granted, I certainly could be wrong, but a dog lives.
Eventually, Jason is faced by Ginny Field and Paul Holt. Ginny discovers Jason's shack and manages to slice his left shoulder open with the same machete that killed Pamela Voorhees and stops Paul from being attacked by Jason. Ginny and Paul arrive at one of the cabins to rest, thinking they have killed Jason. Ginny falls asleep and has a nightmare that Jason attacks her once more. So did he?
What?
Attack her once more.
Ginny?
Like, clearly he's still alive for movie 3, so... Okay, I'll just go on. Saturday,
Well,
July
that was a
14th.
question. Well, all right. So when we get to 3, you're gonna have to refill it there.
I'll just finish this.
You might as well. No, you might.
No, I can't drink that.
No. Fill mine up when you fill whatever you're getting.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, take
You want
a
me to
break.
go now? All right.
Yeah.
Tell them jokes or something.
All right. So nobody's had an idea for finish your drink, although I don't think we're going to need to worry about that. Yeah, Fluff Salisbury says Myers the dog killer, not Voorhees. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain the dog comes in the door and they have a awe moment, and then he comes into the window. 2 is not one I've seen. 1, 4, and 6 I've seen more than anything, but I certainly could have it wrong. I don't think I do. Are we counting alternate endings? That's a good question. She's just reading through the timeline, and if she's confused and or has a question, she drinks, and I drink for other stuff. Chug, chug, chug. You know, she's already finished the first drink, and it was pretty full. And now it's on to hard stuff, so I don't know what the fuck she's gonna. Get annihilated. I think the books are a lot different than the movies. Oh, well, that's 2 questions. Well, what the fuck you got there?
Yeah, I filled the glass before I put the alcohol in.
And what is that for us?
That is vanilla Coke with
lap.
Yeah, with with birthday cake flavored vodka.
So in case you didn't hear that, that's vanilla Coke with birthday cake vodka.
It's going to be delicious.
It's going to be. He says, "Time to watch Salo again."
Okay.
Do this, but try not to laugh challenge. All right, so nobody's come up with a finish your drink, but I think
Yeah,
you're
good.
in good shape regardless.
Okay. Where was I?
Saturday the 14th, I think.
Saturday, July 14th. The police arrive at Packanack Lodge. Ginny is rescued, but Paul's fate isn't quite exactly known. However, most likely he was brought into another ambulance heading towards the same hospital the bodies and Ginny were heading to. Okay. They put Ginny in the ambulance with all the bodies?
No,
That's terrible.
no, that's it's technically a question, but yeah. Whoever did this is really
I haven't
connecting,
watched them in a while.
is taking liberties with dot connecting, but
Mhm. Presumably around this time, Rob Dyer learns of his sister Sandra's death at the hands of Jason and vows to avenge her.
oh, okay.
Is that going to be a question? Can you tell?
No, I didn't know Rob had a last name.
Oh. Friday 13th, Part 3. That night, Jason gets a new set of clothes from the laundry line of Harold Hockett. Just wanders in, I guess.
The dog didn't die.
Okay. And then proceeds to murder Harold and his wife. Jason spends the night at Higgins Haven. I like that he's just walking around doing normal people things.
Picking up groceries.
Yeah. I guess that counts.
Sure. You want to take?
Anyway.
If she quips, it counts.
Oh dear. July Sunday 15th.
July Sunday 15th.
What the fuck?
That's not even UK reading.
I'm not going to count this as a question, but why did you phrase it like that?
Where are you seeing July Sunday 15th?
Sunday, July 15th.
Yeah, you said July Sunday 15th.
So I got it wrong, but in this format, it doesn't make any sense. Even in this format, it doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
If they'd phrased it the other way, Friday, July 13th.
That's how we say it here.
Yeah, but you guys are bonkers.
Yeah, no,
You
I
don't
know
what you're
that. I know that. But you.
doing. Sugar drinks are going to make you drunk faster, but I confess it sounds tasty.
Yeah, that's part of the plan. Somebody said drink from straws to make you drunk faster. I don't think we have to worry about her getting drunk fast.
We don't have straws. We've got Twizzlers left? No.
Twizzlers. Oh, no.
That's another sweet thing.
Sugar drinks are going to make you drunk faster. Greasy Strangler rewatch. How do you drink during that?
Every time they say bullshit artist.
Oh, new drinking game. BULLSHIT space new word ARA.
You're probably thinking I'm the greasy strangler.
No, this is all wrong.
Anytime you see a penis. 19-year-old Chris Higgins and 5 of her friends go, and for some reason 5 of her friends is highlighted as well as the word go, on a weekend trip to Higgins Haven, picking up Shelley Finkelstein's blind date Vera Sanchez on the way. Ooh, lesbians.
No, Shelley's a boy.
Aw.
That's a quip.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Upon their arrival, Jason kills the vacationers one by one. I'm noticing a pattern here. That doesn't count.
It's a quip.
It's a standard. I'd say that about any slasher.
Oh, right.
franchise.
Well, in that case, because we've played this drinking game before.
Yeah, clearly. One by one, as well as Chris's boyfriend Rick. Is Chris a lady also?
No,
So
that's a question.
Chris is a dude, and so is his boyfriend.
Chris is a girl. That's weird. Okay.
Oh yeah, Chris Higgins. Okay, and her friends.
Yeah, you fucking trapped
Jason
me.
kills the vacationers one by one, as well as Chris's boyfriend Rick and the 3 members of a motorcycle gang. During the massacre, Jason obtains a hockey mask from Shelley, which he uses to replace the sack as a mask. After a lengthy confrontation with Chris, who recognizes Jason as the person who terrorized her in the woods 2 years previously,
It's you.
the girl axes the madman in the face, seemingly killing him. But that would be too easy. Do you feel quite sick?
Sick? No. If you're starting to feel sick,
Yeah, I'll start taking smaller gulps, I guess.
yeah, or read slower, or stop asking so many damn. No, that's part of the game.
Monday, July 16th. The police find Chris in an unbalanced state, hysterically talking of a lady in the lake, Pamela Voorhees, having attacked her. So she's still around. even though her head was cut off. This was set after the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a dream sequence, but yes, her head was on top of her body
Okay.
miraculously, and in the lake,
Hmm.
all together, with worms and shit coming out of it.
Friday the 13th, the final chapter, haha. That night, the bodies of Jason and the 10 victims at Higgins Haven are transported to Wessex County Morgue. There, Jason revives and kills a coroner and a nurse and hides their bodies before making his escape. Revives them. They were dead. He brought them back to kill them.
Yeah, that's more English on this page than anything. But no, he doesn't bring anybody back to life.
Oh. Yeah, who wrote this?
I don't know.
What gaggle of preteens wrote this page?
Johnny Weed.
Tuesday, July 17th, a group of 6 vacationing teenagers arrive at the cottage next door to that of the Jarvis family, where Mrs. Jarvis and her children Trish and 12-year-old Tommy are currently residing. This is the movie I've seen, right? Jason kills a stranded hitchhiker on his way back to Crystal Lake. On a roll.
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake. Yes.
Crystal Lake.
I'm on my way to Crystal Lake.
What do you blink it?
Maybe.
I just said that.
Wednesday, July 18th, Rob Dyer arrives at Crystal Lake, determined to hunt down Jason. The murderer kills the vacationing teenagers, as well as Mrs. Jarvis, Rob, and a set of teenage twins. Trish and Tommy fight for their lives until Tommy impales Jason's head on his own machete. Seeing that Jason is still demonstrating signs of life, Tommy stabs the killer over and over again, screaming, die, endlessly. Okay.
Die.
I thought it was going to be Dia or Dyer at first glance, but there's an exclamation point.
Yes, Eric, I played the original. That's what this is from. And I do have the Friday the 13th on the Xbox.
Yes, that's an interesting game.
It's hide and seek.
Yeah, but you hear a lot from Pamela Voorhees because the amount you die.
No, if you're Jason, you hear it quite a bit.
I've lost count of the amount of times I've heard her saying, no matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. And it's not taken from that movie either. They've got the actress back in to say it. This isn't a question.
No. Betsy Palmer's been dead for a couple of years now.
Well, they got someone who sounded a lot like her then.
Okay.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's not Betsy Palmer.
Okay. If you say so.
CP, put the mimosa down and take a real man's drink. I don't have real man's drinks.
You got, what do you have?
I guess I could take a whiskey
Kahlua?
sour. Kahlua, yeah, there's a real man's drink. That's basically what I'm drinking now.
Amaretto or something like it.
Yeah, amaretto is another almondy drink.
Another vodka, which is vanilla flavored. And that Blue Lightning stuff.
That's Curacao.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we do have whiskey. So, whiskey.
Is whiskey a man's drink?
Glazer.
Is Jack Daniels a man's drink?
Well, it's named Jack.
That's all I used to drink in university.
Drink. Hello,
How many
Jason's
friends
friend.
do you have, Jason?
It's all his fault, I'm telling you.
I call him Jason. I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah, it's working.
Go get some Four Locos and party like it's high school. Lol.
Yeah. It's not whiskey. Oh.
Yeah, I thought someone might say
4K
that.
is a snob about whiskey and cognac and things of that nature.
Didn't Rich Hall do a song about Jack Daniels and how?
Did he? He did a great bit about cereal and fun-sized candy that's fucking hysterical.
Russell Howard did a bit about fun-sized candy. He said he heard a child go, "Mum, doesn't matter how many of these you eat, it never leads to fun." Do you want a Milky Way? Life is suffering, Russ. Life is suffering. Okay.
I have so many friends that we could be drinking for days.
Well, don't invite them all now.
That's quite clear.
He's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, it's Jason's fault, man. That hashtag is trending for a reason.
Dude, I know you're trying to sleep, but you got to get in here. I'm trying to get a chick wasted.
That does sound like Jace. No.
I think he likes being at fault. Just share the link.
Oh, wow.
He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, Southbound Cinema, I'm reading that. They dated some of the sequels into the far-flung future. Math, yeah, it is quite funny. Have you played the Splatterhouse games? Wow, that's old. That's the the 90s, right? I have. Yes, Paul? Paul, did you say CP? All right, we're caught up.
Okay. Thank you for that short 5-minute break.
We're still on part 4, aren't we?
Jason Voorhees, finally dead, is buried in the
That's
eternal...
a quip. That counts as
Damn
a quip.
it! I didn't even say
You
anything.
went,
Okay. Is finally buried in the Eternal Peace Cemetery, although officials of nearby towns are led to believe that his body was cremated. Tommy, heavily traumatized by his experience, spends the next 4 to 5 years being transferred from one mental institution to the next. Wow, how traumatized do you have to be? I'm just saying.
What's funny is the thing they said about his body to be cremated. That they're
I don't know what things were like in the 80s, but nowadays I don't think you can be held in an institution unless you're a real danger to yourself or others.
Well, he killed somebody, and they thought he was a.
So, if he's suicidal, I get it, but
They thought he was the next Jason.
that's how it works. Just passing the torch. The moment you stab a murderer, you take on his powers.
Keep reading.
Okay. Note: the dates in films 2 to 4 are correct and match our calendar, probably disproving my theory about the alternate universe.
I love that.
Who are you?
Just go edit the original post, you fuck. You fuck.
Now might be a good time to mention my own theory about this franchise.
I love the untrustworthy narrator here.
Yeah, I want to know about him. Who is he?
I don't know. He needs to be
Or
fired.
she. Could be a lady.
They.
1985 to 1988. Wanting to distance itself from the Voorhees murders, officials changed the name of the town and lake from Crystal Lake to Forest Green. Fair enough. 1989. Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. The next chapter.
Yeah. 89. Why?
LOL, sorry we lied. October. The 17-year-old Tommy Jarvis, no longer a legal ward of the state, is sent from the Unger Institute of Mental Health to Pinehurst Halfway House. That day, Victor J. Faden, what a name, axes fellow patient Joey to death. Paramedic Roy Burns, Joey's father, oh boy, is horrified at the sight of Joey's body. Do you think they'd send him to pick up his own dead son? I'm pretty sure there's rules that doctors aren't allowed to operate on loved ones.
Perhaps they didn't know who it was that he was going to pick up.
Maybe.
It's not like we have a dead
I've
body
heard
here. Oh, by the
stories
way,
of
tell
911 operators getting their own family members calling. I listened to one of those. The mother's like, "Oh, it's you, Joey." I forget what she said. It was something like, "Let God help you." That's not what I want to hear from a 911 operator, even if it is my mother. That disturbed me more than anything. Ask God to help you. I'm calling 911. I'm helping myself.
Yeah, I don't think.
Slightly off topic. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they would know who it was that was in danger.
No, it's just bad luck, I guess.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have no movie too.
Paramedic Roy Burns, Joey's father, is horrified at the sight of Joey's body and swears revenge on the residents of the halfway house. There's so much swearing revenge. Without which we'd have no movie. That night, Roy disguises himself as Jason Voorhees and kills 2 greasers. Is that the same as Greasy Stranglers?
No, they're dressed like.
You probably think we're Greasy Stranglers.
No, this is all wrong. I gotta have more grease. No, they're just dressed like fucking.
Oh, Danny from Grease.
Yeah.
Of course. Why didn't that occur to me? The following night, Roy kills an ambulance driver and his girlfriend. Good grief, there's 2 Jasons running around.
Yeah, that's it.
Friday, October...
Wait, that's a quip.
Oh! My stomach's turning. Roy goes on a full-out killing spree against the residents of Pinehurst Hallway House. Of course he goes immediately to where Tommy is. And the surrounding locals. His victims include the head doctor, the cook, 5 of Pinehurst's teenage patients, so slightly under his usual 6, neighbors Ethel and Junior Hubbard, a drifter, the cook's elder grandson, and his girlfriend, and his own partner. Wait, what? His own partner. Oh, the grandson's own partner. Oh.
Wait, what counts?
Damn it.
This could be a messy end.
Roy's rampage is finally halted by Pam Roberts, Reggie, and Tommy. Roy is impaled on a set of tractor harrows in the halfway house barn. Even further unsettled, Tommy attacks Pam, but is subdued. Pam Roberts, I see, not Pam Voorhees. Note, October 13th, 1988 was a Thursday. The only Friday the 13th in 1988 was in May. Ha ha, got it wrong.
I don't.
So
like,
Jason isn't even in this one. Is he?
drink? No.
Good
No,
grief.
it's an imposter. Drink.
So he never fights Jason. That would have been a cool movie.
Yeah, fake Jason versus real Jason?
Yes, I'd love that.
That's a video game, actually. Never looked forward to the remake so much. Can't wait to see what she likes then. Bryn, he'll drink us under the table. More Jace friends. See,
You got any grease in those drinks?
Bullet bourbon, yo. We can't go on a drink run. First of all, you almost ready? We're up to the good one.
Are we halfway done? We're halfway done.
Well, pace yourself.
I'm trying not to have questions.
It's hard. It's going to get way harder.
Oh no. 1989. Oh, I read this already. Whoops. We're on to the 90s now. 1990. Oh, we're just at the start of the decade, right? Friday the 13th, part 6, Jason Lives. Your favorite.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Is that a quip? I think that's a quip.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
You were attempting humor, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Thursday. Thursday, July 12th. Tommy Jarvis and his friend Alan Hawes.
Hawes? Hawes.
Hawes.
Oh, yeah. Say it like a New Yorker.
Alan Hawes.
Hawes.
Alan Hawes. See, with my accent, they sound the same. Hawes. Hawes.
What was the two words? Porn and pawn?
Yeah.
Porn and pawn sound the same coming out of her mouth.
I'm going to the pawn shop. Good gravy.
I'm going to get some porn. I'm going to get some porn at the pawn shop.
I'm going to pawn all my porn. Tommy Jarvis and his friend Alan Hawes go to the Eternal Peace Cemetery to dig up and destroy Jason Voorhees' body.
Who was apparently cremated in the fifth
Who's
one.
been dead for a while.
And cremated in the fifth one.
Okay, apparently.
Yeah,
We don't know about his alternate universe.
I don't
theory,
like.
so-
Yeah, I don't like that they corrected that. That
Did
makes
you
me,
say Paul? It's Paul.
Paul? Paul, did you say you watched Pale Rider?
I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to be sick of anything. If I throw up, I'll feel better, so then we can carry on.
Are you serious?
I'm committed to this. I mean, I don't need to throw up, but if I do, I'm sure I can
Oh, well,
keep
slow
going.
down. We'll field questions. We're halfway through the saga there. If you want to take a break, that was pretty rapid
maybe
fire.
a few minutes, yeah. If that's all right with everyone.
All right. So if you guys heard anything that was read that you have disputes about, because there's like at least 3 or 4 things that I'm calling bullshit on.
Mm-hmm. Such as?
Well, the 1979 thing, I don't think that was. Oh wait, I think Joseph corrected that. The dog didn't die,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're shoehorning dates to make Friday the 13th a thing. I don't know if that was. I don't know. Even I'm getting a little tipsy, but
With your coffee.
coffee. Time to bring more friends during the interval.
No.
They need a Friday the
Jace, how
13th
could you
Western. Yeah, that I'd be curious to see what Jace thinks of that.
chug the rest and take a 5-minute break?
Wow.
Yeah, that'll help if I
Well,
just take it all at once.
That's cutthroat. She's feeling sick now.
Mm.
And it gets worse. It gets really worse. Although I don't know, because like they're putting Band-Aids on some of it. Like the cremation thing was something I was like really looking forward to, but they put a Band-Aid on the whole situation, which is bullshit.
Boo.
Are they counting Deb's baby amongst the death tally?
Who's Deb?
Deb's baby?
Oh, Deborah Voorhees?
That's an actress.
Does she have a kid in these films? Which film is she in? The 4th one?
The 5th one.
5th one. I haven't seen the 5th one, but I've seen that scene because you were watching it.
Baby, was she pregnant?
I don't know. She didn't look pregnant.
Libel.
Do you believe that people that's a kid at the point of conception? We don't want to get into that.
Oh no, we're not doing
I
any
mean,
of that.
she had sex, but I don't think she was the actress or the character.
Oh, I see. And he said just to puzzle Emily more. Yeah, you puzzled me, Joseph.
We are puzzled,
Yeah.
doing us a significant bamboozle. Part 3 chick was pregnant.
Which what? Who?
Are you drinking now?
Oh,
You don't have to. I don't want you to get sick.
I'm behind. Well, I'm all right. Paul? Yeah, that's a question. Did you say Goodfellas game? Good trick if they got Betsy Palmer.
The fat one was pregnant. Are you sure?
Usually. No, not Banana Girl. Crack the 40. We're drinking what we have in stock, not a.
Does he mean 40% stuff?
No, 40 ounce. Oh, 40s. They're like giant beer bottles.
Oh, like the long tube things, like the bugle horns.
Sure. 40 ounces. It's what I would like vanilla Coke to be in.
I've always wanted to drink out of one of those Viking horn things. You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
I mean, it's got a pointed bottom, so you can't put it down.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to.
Emily, did you say you like CP's hats?
I love his hats.
Take a drink, Paul. So now it's just not just Jason hearing Betsy Pam's voice, but M2's. Accidental Z, I'm thinking. So tap the bottle and twist the cap. Mad bitches. Hashtag mad bitches. Emily has the spirit.
Yay.
Should I buy more time?
I guess we'll carry on for a bit.
You've seen 6. It shouldn't be that.
Okay. Where was I? Okay. Upon seeing Jason's body, Tommy has an audio flashback and repeatedly stabs Jason's corpse. However, things go awry, or awry, as I used to say, because I had a fucking reader's vocabulary.
Alry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're. Because I say that in jest all the time.
Remember I was telling you about the word misled? I've been
Misled?
reading for years. Yeah, I thought it was misled
Yeah,
because I've only seen it written down.
you got to fill the audience in on that. We're not just chatting here in the bedroom. I don't know if you're that drunk, but drink every time Wolf of Wall Street swears. Wow.
That's a pretty
Yo, you better take like
Yeah.
sips because that's a long night.
little thimbles.
This
Line
is
them all up.
an
You do a row of
impressive.
thimbles.
This is impressive from Emily. Always can trust a girl who can handle a drink. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure I can. It's
She's
been a long time since I've had one.
yeah. We're halfway through and she's fighting.
Despite the top shelf of our fridge being only alcohol, I don't
We
think-
don't really touch it that much,
yeah, we don't celebrate anything.
except Friday the 13th. Hey.
Woohoo!
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
However, things go awry when a lightning bolt strikes the fence post and reanimates Jason, increasing his strength and essentially making him indestructible. Damn it. Jason kills Hawes and wearing a... That's Hawes,
Hawes.
not whores, as you would say.
Hawes.
Horse.
Hawes.
Hawes.
It's Hawes. Hawes.
Not horse as in Horse either.
No.
I pronounce them all the same. Hawes,
I thought his
horse.
name. So for the longest time, I thought his name was Haas. Hoss, because he doesn't
Because Tommy
say
has an accent.
he doesn't say Hawes. He says well whatever. Semantics.
Okay. And
Jeez.
wearing a new hockey mask constructed by Tommy, it's good of him. Damn it. Sets out for Camp Crystal Lake.
We don't know if that's accurate neither. I don't know if it's new.
It's Camp Forest Green, isn't it? Now reopened as Camp Forest Green. Yeah, I called it.
I'll let it slide this time.
Thank you. Tommy makes it to the police station and is locked up by Sheriff Michael Garris, who deems the boy crazy. En route to the camp, Jason kills the head counselors, and I think they spelled en route wrong. If they were spelling it the French way, it should be E-N.
Is it Owen?
Yeah.
I can't even see it.
It is O-N. So maybe they just don't know it's a...
This editor is bullshit.
I want a word with him. Friday, July 13th. You would do this just before his birthday, wouldn't you?
His birthday's June 14th, 13th, 14th.
Except when. See, I sympathize with Freddy in that one comic strip I found where he's going, "When is your birthday again?" Even Freddy's got questions. And he's in the franchise.
What, Friday the 13th? Or
The
Nightmare on
one
Elm
film,
Street?
yeah. Kind of. It's a crossover.
Sure.
Friday, July 13th. Jason goes on a killing spree.
Killing one by one. Yeah, that's a drink. You know
No,
what?
it's not. I didn't say
How
anything.
dare you besmirch?
Happy birthday to me. Jason goes on a killing spree at Camp Forest Green, claiming the lives of 5 executives playing a paintball game. I remember that scene. It's quite good.
Skedaddles too.
Jason, you better not have any friends turning up.
Yeah, I think Jason's friends are lying low. I think.
Does it count if they leave the chat and then come back?
I think
Give them ideas.
I think John is maintaining the group. Yeah, Leroy. He was a paramedic in rural area. I doubt they were cross-referencing. Joseph, don't throw him. Uh-oh.
Leroy just says, CP.
No, you got to do it like he does it. What? What is wrong with you?
I'm hammered. Okay. Claiming the lives of 5 executives playing a paintball game, the cemetery caretaker, a young couple, no comma, 3 of the remaining camp counselors,
She's correcting English.
a
No
teenage
comma.
girl, Sheriff Garris, and 2 of his police officers. Tommy and Megan Garris eventually managed to chain Jason to a large rock at the bottom of Lake Forest Green, following a rather sexually charged getaway drive of some description.
Head and crotch.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a hairy turn. That's what she says.
Yeah. And then Tommy says, "I hope not."
No, that's
later, I
you're
know.
blending lines.
I know, but so is this.
Did you say libel? I didn't say libel.
CP is trying to get Emily to overdrink so he can collect the insurance.
Insurance on
My
what?
liver's insured.
Well, it's the second liver reference in the damn chat today. Or
I've got a very nice liver. Everyone says so.
yeah, bad timing. Just really, really bad timing.
Actually, no, that's pretty crap. But being no one said, "Roy, sorry about your son. Safe to say no one knew."
Oh, he's talking about the paramedic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you must be on a delay, Joseph.
Oh, hi, Jace.
I love walnuts and whiskey. I don't love walnuts at all. I think that they taste kind of fake, if you ask me.
Why do you put them on our brownies all the time? You like fake brownies.
Yeah, I like
If they're fake, they've got no calories.
I like my brownies to taste like a phony hypocrite.
Mhm.
So
Excuse me, just getting rid of a hangnail.
is now the time for that?
I think so.
Salted peanuts and beer. You
You want me to keep reading?
Okay. Yeah.
Tommy and Megan Garris eventually managed to chain Jason to a large rock at the bottom of Lake Forest Green, October 13th. Is this another Friday?
Good for you. Yeah.
While staying with her parents at Crystal Lake, it's Forest Green, 10-year-old Tina Shepard.
That's a quip.
Damn it!
Leroy says today's letter is sponsored by. Wait, today what? Are you in the sauce there, Leroy? Sponsored by the letter E.
CP, look at Emily like... Oh, got a bubble in my throat. CP, look at... It's still there. CP, look at Emily like that Waffle House scene in Fargo, please. Lamap.
CP sent a private message about stuff from earlier. Phone about to die. All right, thank you, Eric.
Not more fucking pancakes. Come on. Do the look.
Where's Pancake's house?
What?
You see, I can't do it off camera.
Oh, we are on camera.
Well, I can't. I can look to camera to do the look.
Okay, I know we're sat in the wrong place because you guys drive on the right. But...
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, just
all right. We're not
Paul,
reenacting
stop.
Fargo today, sadly.
Yeah. We'll do a Fargo
Sadly.
drinking game.
Ooh, yes, please. I know I'm already doing a drinking game, but
What What would it be like? Heck, darn tootin'.
That would be good. Yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah. That could be.
No, but see,
It's my deal. We're not a bank, Jerry.
if we drink for every time I can reference something, or say it before the characters.
Before this, well, that's
Just give me a funnel.
and that's the title screen. All right, I'm fucking hungry now. You know,
While we're here, we could do a thumbnail.
Leroy's trending now, becoming a hit. Favorite Friday the 13th movie, Part 6. We just finished it. I don't know if you've only seen 1, 4, and 6. That's part of the gag here.
Uh-huh.
Your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. I guess 6.
Hey,
I've seen it So, by just pure aggregation alone.
that one, that walnut jump up.
Where am I? October 13th. While staying with her parents at Crystal Lake, 10-year-old Tina Shepard's telekinetic powers. I'm just going to drink. Manifest for the first time, while also causing the death of her father, John Shepard. Afterwards, Tina spends the next few years being treated at a mental hospital.
That let me tell you that Crystal Lake mental facility must be just jam-packed with survivors because part 3,
well, if it was
part
jam-packed,
4,
then that would speak to
They must-
Jason's inability.
they
to
must
kill.
have their own wing. Part 3, part 4, part 6. There's 2.
There's always one person who survives these movies, isn't there? Why
Yeah.
doesn't Jason ever finish the job?
Final girl. Final girl.
Final doesn't mean final surviving or sole surviving girl necessarily.
Last one standing.
Sure. But often they're killed off at the
Wait,
very end
do we
anyway.
have-
So why is Jason...
I think I have the book, Men, Women, and Chainsaws. So if you really want to look into it, I can.
Maybe.
It's a slasher genre. Hey, wait a minute. What's going on here?
I'm familiar with the concept of final girls, and I'm just saying.
Does Megan have Bush in part 6? Well, she references Harry Turn.
Is she in other movies?
No.
Oh.
Could be refill number 3. Yeah, we're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Part 7 was awesome. First Friday I ever saw. Well, there's your first mistake.
Oh, the AC's turned on. I may have to speak up.
Oh, darn.
Luckily, because I'm hammered, that will be easier than usual. Sometime after the Forest Green murders, officials decide to change the area name back to Crystal Lake. Why? Why? I never clue. Camp Crystal Lake signs are restored. I guess they swam to the bottom of the lake and got... Oh, no, that says Camp Blood. That's no good. Maybe for the Never Hike Alone.
I'll let that quip slide, but
Okay.
go on.
Was there a fan film called Camp Blood?
Probably. There's a lot of fan films for Friday the 13th.
Okay.
A lot.
1993, the year I was born. Summer,
Hey.
the month I was born. Season, fuck. 13-year-old Rennie Wickham visits Crystal Lake and nearly drowns when she is pushed into the lake by her uncle, who is trying to teach her how to swim. That's how you do it. It's like teaching a baby birds to fly. You just...
Go on.
They better learn it immediately or they're going to die.
Oh, Leroy.
Comma, while underwater, she is attacked by Jason, and due to her empathetic abilities, sees him as a child.
Wait a minute.
What?
Say that line.
God bless the Dunchmark from Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. Come on.
It's spelled Chi.
Well, it's pronounced Chai. I don't.
Well, I didn't know that. If it was
Thank you,
pronounced
Leroy.
Chai, it would be Chai. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Dunchmark.
It is kind of counterproductive when you consider what we're doing, and it's just ironic.
Mhm. She becomes
Poor
more
taste.
chatty after a drink. Yes, I do, amongst other things. Right.
Hey now.
Shh, maybe if we don't say it out loud, they won't get it.
Go on.
And due to her empathetic abilities, sees him as a child after barely escaping Jason's grasp. These are all commas, it's all one sentence. She's left haunted by her encounter with him, becoming aquaphobic, not to be confused with empathetic. There's similar sounding words. Is empathy like telepathy? Telepathy? God damn it. Telepathy. Is it?
We're losing her. Well, part 7, we're losing her. I never understood why Kane Hodder's breathing so heavy in this movie. I thought he was dead. Why would he be breathing? Eric, that's my number one reason why I don't I don't like Kane Hodder as Jason.
Maybe he's used to being underwater, so he's just like.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's so pronounced. He made it his own, but I don't like it. I think we're out of sync. Deb in part 3 is far enough along. Big pregnant. Deb in part 3. Wow, you got a delay there, Joseph. Sorry. Damn, I've been doing it all wrong. Playing a drinking game with a girl is key. Yeah. Get a girl who's streaming drunk. Jeez, donos for shots.
When I was in uni, we used to get drunk all the time. And one night...
Yeah, I know. What, college? What a shocker.
We played Lost in Space 3 times, and I still never saw the movie all the way through.
Was it a drinking game?
Nope. We just had it on, and then the DVD would end, and we were like, oh, we didn't really watch it. Let's put it on again. And
then
we repeated the movie twice, and I still didn't see it all the way through.
You have to speak up, I think, because the air conditioner.
So, yeah.
Jason Blonde 1-2, Pepsi. Oh, Ryan Shadoway. If I was Jason, I would never breathe. I agree, Ryan. I agree. If I was Jason, I would. I don't know.
If I was Freddy, I would never walk to Walgreens.
Rape children?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Then we can't sympathize with you.
Foreign exotics.
Ha.
Yeah, there's a delay and a half there. If they're only getting 1993 now.
Western drinking game with the Le Blondes.
Le Blonde.
There should be LES Le Blonde.
Le Blonde. Well, they're
If
doing an inside joke thing.
Ah, okay. I wouldn't understand. So. Good grief, I've gone very.
If I was Freddy, I would pray to God my balls don't get an itch. You have your left hand, Ryan.
We could just be very careful.
That'd be a one mistake learned.
Does he have a blade on his thumb?
No, it's just his 4 fingers.
Oh, he could use his thumb.
Yeah, just it'd be an odd reach around there. Just well, let me be careful.
People, I'm gonna kill you if you don't scratch my balls.
Please, I need a finger, a pointer finger.
Can you make it a quip or a pun before I do it?
Bitch.
I don't know.
Oh, bitch.
Scratch my balls. Scratch. How's the song go?
Oh, the fucking commercial.
Yeah, the Axe Gold, whatever it is.
Suck my balls. Wipe. Suck my ball. Wipe. I don't. If you know that Axe Grind commercial, that's that song. They're saying "suck my balls." I'm certain.
Even though they came out and said it wasn't any of these.
Yeah, suck my balls, lick my balls, wipe
worship
my balls. Yeah, worship my balls. You're distracting.
Okay, I'll carry on. 1997, Friday the 13th, part V11, that's 567, The New Blood. Having to count.
V11?
Friday, June 13th.
Yeah.
Tina Shepard, now 17, returns to Crystal Lake. Why would you? Seriously. With her mother Amanda and her therapist Dr. Cruz.
Bernie.
Crews. Not like Tom Cruise. That would be weird, wouldn't it, having Tom Cruise as a therapist?
Like Terry Crews.
He'd be espousing wisdom and I'd just be concentrating on that tooth in the middle of his head.
You done?
Maybe. And then he just runs away.
You're just running, constant running.
Tina becomes acquainted with the teenagers staying at the house next door. Shut up. Preparing a surprise birthday party for Michael, one of their friends. That night, Tina tries to resurrect her father John with her powers. Aren't her powers... Wait, her powers are what?
Telepathy. She can
Hey, Dad, wake up.
Basically what happens.
But instead, frees the dormant Jason Voorhees by accident.
Part 7, ladies and
Shit,
gentlemen.
I was thinking of Jason instead of my dad.
Ah, fuck! What are you doing standing there? There's 2 dead people in this damn lake?
Everyone else in the cemetery climbs out of the house.
Did you call me?
Oh, it was the wrong number. Okay.
Tina, did you say you wanted Jason?
It's a crossed wire or something. Tina passes out and is spared by Jason. Thanks for saving me. But he does kill Michael, his girlfriend, and a camping couple, who are doubtlessly banging. I just know they are. The next day, Jason kills 9 of the teenagers staying at the party cottage. That's a lot. Yeah, good for you, Jason. As well as Amanda and Dr. Cruz. A distraught Tina uses her telekinesis to fight Jason. Stop it, Jason. Is that how it goes?
Something like that.
Oh, gross.
It's Carrie versus Jason is what it is, essentially.
Fair enough.
Code word here is ignore.
Destroying the 2 houses while doing so. Wow, it is Carrie. Finally, Tina reanimates her father's corpse to chain Jason back up at the bottom of the lake. Dad, would you mind? I don't want to get my dress wet. And collapses the dock on top of him. The following day, the police rescue Tina and Nick, who's Michael's cousin. Okay, Jason's original hockey mask is found having been broken in half during his fight with Tina. The power of telekinesis.
Fucking imperialist Friday the 13th.
Oh, Jace likes blonde girls. Okay. I like redheaded girls. They're my favorite. You know that one vampire lady from the Van Helsing movie?
Kate Beckinsale?
There were 3 of them, Dracula's brides.
Oh.
There was one who was a redhead, and she was my favorite.
Yeah, I don't.
It's such a bad movie, but I like it.
Yeah, no, it's not quality, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
1998. Friday the 13th, part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. What a title.
Yeah, don't get too married to the whole Manhattan idea.
The night before the senior class of Lakeview High School is scheduled to depart for New York City, 2 of the students, all one sentence, Jim Miller and Susie Donaldson, arrive at Crystal Lake, full stop.
Knowing what you know about New York City, how is it connected to a lake?
There aren't very many lakes, are there? I haven't seen one since I've been here.
That are connected to the
Then
New York
again,
City?
you haven't taken me through what's the woody area? Central Park?
Woody area, yeah. Central Park
With the
is
trees and shit.
Yeah.
There's no lake there.
that big grass. Well, it's
pond?
not Crystal Lake.
Is there a pond?
Yeah.
Imagine Jason living in a pond, just water coming up to his ankles.
How'd I drown in this? Holy fuck, Emily's drunk. Yeah, no, you could tell by her.
Yeah, I've got the blotchiness going on.
All right, take it easy. We don't have enough donos for all that clavage.
$5 enough.
$5 and I'll show you the rest of the blotches.
$10. No, that's not. The anchor of their boat catches onto Jason. Oh, no, it doesn't. The anchor of their boat catches on an underwater power line and electrifies Jason Voorhees back to life. Of course it does. Fucking East River, man.
100.
I didn't do it in his accent. Fucking Williamsburg hipster, mate.
Mate. Oh yeah, Leroy already gave.
Am I Australian yet?
5.
Is this Australian enough?
That's not a knife.
See, I don't know very many Australian people. I think Jim Jeffries is from New Zealand, isn't he?
Who? What?
Jim Jeffries, he's a New Zealander, right?
I thought he was from Australia.
Oh, I don't know.
I know he likes to say cunt a lot, and that's okay with me.
I'd like to look it up, but we're busy. The next day, Jason reaches the cruise ship SS Lazarus just before it departs for New York. I can't do an Australian accent, apparently. I shouldn't have... oh dear. One of the passengers, 19-year-old Rennie Wickham, is plagued by visions of a child Jason. All right. I'm wondering if they got the same actor. No, they couldn't.
No.
The undead madman kills 6 of the students and 3 of the crew. I'm noticing he's killing, it's either 3 or 6 or 9.
A multiple of 3.
Excuse me. A crew member is killed as
Pop
well.
the bubble. Oh, no.
Rennie, her classmates Sean Robertson, Julius Gore, spelled G-A-W, not Gore, her teacher Colleen Van Dusen, her uncle Charles McCulloch. Is he Scottish? Is he McCulloch? Must be very Scottish.
I don't know. Half these people have last names, first of all.
They got interesting names. And her dog Toby. Oh, please let the dog live.
A new religion. The psychology.
Coptic bastard. I was playing this game of Pictionary or something like it, and I had to get one of my friends to guess who I was by doing an impression, and I did Billy Connolly for a solid minute, and they didn't get it.
Well, go on.
I positively channeled Billy Connolly. I did his voice and everything, and he knew who Billy Connolly was. He just didn't.
Keep going.
I'm not going to.
That's quite impressive.
Well, he's from Edinburgh, isn't he?
You're asking me? I don't fucking know. I can.
I guess no. It's Edinburgh or Glasgow. Those ones are pretty easy to do. It's the Dundee accent I struggle with. Because, what's the name of the? I think it was Chris Addison who said, in Dundee they talk with their mouths like this because if they open them too much, all the cold air will get in and they will freeze from the inside.
It's pretty good.
It's funnier coming from him.
Yeah, you should speak to more Danish people because they speak through the middle of them. It's all from the middle. Just
I think that's why I found Danish fairly easy to like. I sound stupid when I'm saying it, but it's.
Well, what
it's
do you
not
know? What do you remember at least?
I remember the phrase "har du en øjeblik," which means
Yeah,
have you got a moment?
You're pushing it through your teeth. It's
It's a long time since I've opened the Duolingo app.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cooling.
Earcop is spider, and there's 2 D's in that word, believe it or not.
D's are silent in that fucking language.
Yeah. I'm going to refill this and maybe use the bathroom.
Joseph says if you're doing impressions during Pictionary, we've discovered the problem. Yeah. I didn't even think of that.
I'll be right back.
All right, so she needs a refill. Scotch tape? Scotch fingers. What the fuck's going on here? Did you say Scotch tape? Remember the phase internet? What the fuck? Am I lost in the chat here? Fucking English breakfast, lads. Mate, did you say Pictionary? I can't. I'm a little tipsy too. Did you say Pictionary? I can't drag the Y like he does. Gotta head off doing some homework. Paul, what the shit? Did you say you're from Scotch Plains? Yeah, so we're somewhere in the middle of 8, and it gets messy. It gets messy for 9, I know that much. Emily's refilling her drink, which will make it the 3rd drink now. And it's not like there's shot glasses. She's drinking mixed drinks. So, yeah. Looks like the gate crashers didn't like my party. Apparently not, Jace. And the wrench took care of the better half. John the Wrench Steel. There's a new wrestling name. John the, what was it? Georgie Animal Steel? John the Wrench Steel. It's fucking like it's not that hot, but the humidity is just gross. Air conditioner constantly running. Emily, she might have collapsed. What was the actor from Different Strokes name who played Willis? Willis? Oh, Todd Bridges? Yeah, his friends called him Todd, Leroy. World Cup prediction, France. 1-0. 1-0 after lottery kicks. And it'll go like 4-3 because they always go 4-3. Hey, I thought you died.
Sorry about that.
Careful.
Very careful.
He doesn't look very careful.
Hello.
Did I say Odd or Todd? No, his name is Todd. Todd Bridges, Leroy. But again, his friends called him Todd. Well said, CP. You're not drunk yet. Yeah, if I'm drunk, Croatia 4-0.
That was the last of the iced coffee, I'm afraid.
This is it?
Yeah.
All right, I got to switch to the other shit when this is done.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm going to finish them.
Where were we?
I don't know. Well, the air conditioning up too.
The next day, Jason reaches the cruise ship SS Lazarus just before it departs from New York. One of the passengers, 19-year-old Rennie Wickham, is plagued by visions of a child Jason. I don't know what fucking part of Scotland this is. The undead madman kills 6 of the students and 3 of the crew. A crew member is killed as well. Rennie, her classmates Sean Robertson, Julius Gore, her teacher Colleen Van Dusen, her uncle Charles McCulloch, and her dog Toby managed to flee the ship of the lifeboat, but the rest of the students drown as the ship sinks. Jason swims after the survivors in secret because he's a sneaky.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How's he learned to swim all of a sudden? another
Madness says he's insulted as a Scot right now. That's fucking funny.
I'm sorry. My accent's terrible.
He's starting to sound like all my relatives.
Your relatives? What?
I think Jason's, yeah,
Oh.
he's part somewhere over there.
Good to you. My great granny was from Fife. I don't know whereabouts that is geographically, but yeah, she was a very sweet, gentle old lady. She didn't sound anything like that. That night, Rennie and the company end up in New York.
Oh shit, New York.
By
Look at that.
accident.
Yeah.
They just follow the buildings. Actually, where did they go in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Where I thought it was New York because of all the skyscrapers.
Chicago.
That's Chicago. Right.
Chicago.
You can see my confusion.
Hey, bada.
I'm half
bada.
Kennedy, it's so win better. I'm half Scottish, Emily, as my mum is. Yeah, my great granny was Scottish. My grandmother, her daughter was, I guess she lived in Scotland, but also in South Africa for a while. My mother, I think she was born in Scotland, but she wasn't nearly as Scottish as those lot. So I stopped going to Scotland and saying I was part Scottish because people would laugh at me because of my stupid accent. So I don't know. I don't know why people are so hung up on their heritage.
Do you blabber when you're drunk?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've seen me drunk before.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't do much talking. Okay.
Oh, zing!
Sorry, Dad.
What's up, Viz? I think we're almost done with 8. Not 8. Jesus.
They end up in New York. Jason pursues them and kills Julius McCulloch and 5 New York City residents. Colleen is also killed in a car accident. Just that wasn't Jason's fault at all. He just
that's
wandered
a quip.
into traffic.
That's a quip. Take a drink.
Rennie and Sean are chased into the sewers, oh dear, and barely escape while Jason is washed away by a flood of toxic waste. Although Rennie hallucinates that he changes into a small child. Is he telempathetic too?
No.
No? Just, okay.
Just really scary visions she's having. She's all fucked up.
Yeah, but the other person was being empathetic and ended up in an institution herself, but he doesn't. He gets off the hook because the patriarchy, I guess. But the rest
I really
of
want to make you drink right now because you're trying to.
All right. I'll do 2. Take on.
Hey.
Fife is north of Scotland. Oh, okay. We used to drive there and back from the West Midlands, which took 6 hours both ways. So, yeah, that was fun.
Cool story, bro.
Have you ever traveled in a car for 6 hours?
Yes. I'm a traveling comedian. I did it for fucking 20.
You didn't take the train?
No. Road comic.
I forget how big America is.
Yeah.
It must be a fucking nightmare.
Kansas is like 22 hours.
Good fucking grief. Why? Why would you put yourself through that?
Because they don't pay you that much. Gas is cheaper than a plane ride.
Oh. Well, fair enough.
And plus I can hit cities on the way back.
Did you like driving?
It's a necessity. What does this have to do with Friday the 13th?
I like driving questions. As a new day dawns, Rennie, Sean, and Toby, the dog lives, go to explore New York. Well, they're there, we might as well be tourists.
Well, we're here.
Yeah, I know all our friends have been killed, but let's go see the Eiffel Tower. Fuck, how wasted am I? The Empire State Building, I meant. That's still around, right?
And, yeah, World Trade Center would have been there, too. The Twin Towers. Might want to look at them quick because
Yeah.
Don't know how much
Well,
longer
you
they got.
can.
That's terrible. We're New Yorkers.
Apologies, yeah.
Stop that. That's not a good joke.
We're New Yorkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long do you
yeah.
have to live here to become one?
I don't know.
They just accept.
See, this is the mixing bowl mixing pot, boiling
Melting pot?
melting pot. Yeah.
the mixing bowl.
This is we got all the fucking scabadooch in one bowl. So we're perfectly.
Kevin Bridges. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him.
Who? What?
Kevin Bridges, that comedian I kept showing you.
Oh,
He was
Denelli
talking
accent.
about the 50-50 program where kids got their own back on people by gunging them.
Yeah, some of the Scots. If I'm not like watching their lips, I like
Yeah,
Graham.
you struggle with Billy Connolly, and I think he's fairly comprehensible.
Graham from Man versus Film. I feel terrible because I can't sit through his video sometimes because I don't understand what he's saying, and I have to like look at his lips, and sometimes even then it's just like I don't know.
Do you
what you're
find
talking
Irish comedians easier to follow?
about. Give me the accent.
So Ed Byrne, he's from.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's easier. I don't.
Yeah.
Just there's something about this like I don't know.
Kevin Bridges is the man. Watch his stand-up. Yeah, I've seen his first DVD all the way through a couple of times. It's hard to believe he was only 23 when that was filmed.
She's officially wasted.
I think I was officially wasted a while ago.
Yeah. It's just catching up to you because I know I'm getting a little trail visiony.
I'm back. Who's drunk?
Who's
Well, I
dr-
certainly am.
Yeah, I'm a
You're a little bit married.
I'm a tad tipsy, but yeah, Emily's gone. This is full drink number 3 for her.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Love you.
Go on. I mean, I love you too.
Aw, he's a sweetie. They go to explore New York. After the Manhattan murders, the FBI realized, they're getting involved. Jason Voorhees is a real threat. And begin to track him down. They eventually locate him back at Crystal Lake, because where else would he go? Well, I'm done killing people. I guess I'll go home.
Never mind connecting the dot from how he became a kid to whatever.
Yeah, we're never going to get an answer to that, are we?
No, because franchise.
I mean, he was still a kid when, what's her name from the first movie? I want to say Annie. Mr. Christie's preferred underage
Alice?
girlfriend. Alice. Yeah, that's it.
Underage girlfriend.
Yeah, I get creepy vibes between the two of them.
Just the jean shorts. That's the only thing that's creepy.
There's another time she refers to him as Steve, I guess, or just Mr. Christie. I don't know which is more creepy, the fact that she would refer to him as Mr. Christie, that they're not on first name terms, or if it's just offhand. Yeah, Steve. Well, I don't know. What do you think, people in the chat? My name, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Friday the 13th bedsheet jump off. Huh?
What he wore over his head.
She's wallied.
Yeah, Wally must be a Scottish.
Utterly gazeboed.
Scottish. All right, go on.
All right.
Final chapter 9.
The 2000s. 2003, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. I doubt it.
That's a quip.
Thursday, June 12th.
Why is that funny?
Because there's a 13th coming up. There always is. What's he do the rest of the year? Is he like Santa Claus, just fucking twiddling his thumbs?
Emily will make it to the remake? Yeah, I think so. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Thursday, June 12th. FBI agent Elizabeth Marcus lures Jason Voorhees to a trap in which he is shot repeatedly and blown to pieces. That ought to kill him, you'd think. Prior to the movie's events, no apostrophe in there. Prior to the movie's events, Stephanie Kimball is born to Jessica Kimball and Stephen Freeman. So she's a bastard child, I see. Bounty hunter
Creighton Duke.
Creighton?
Creighton.
Creighton Duke makes an appearance on American case file concerning the death of Jason Voorhees. Which one? He's been murdered a few times. What's the one where they shoot the fuck out of him? I think it's this one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just got there's a delay too.
Concerning the death of Jason Voorhees. But after being brought to the Youngstown Federal Morgue, Jason's spirit possesses Phil and makes him eat his heart.
Part 9. Everybody, part 9.
Ugh, my body doesn't want to swallow it.
You've had $1.
That's not true.
Yeah, I swallow all the time.
Phil/Jason kills Assistant Coroner Eric Pope, good name, and 2 FBI agents before leaving for Crystal Lake in search for a Voorhees family member through whom he can be reborn by transferring his heart. Too bad his mother's dead, eh? Phil/Jason makes...
That's a quip.
Phil/Jason makes his way to Camp Crystal Lake. Or just Crystal Lake, rather. That was my fault. That's not a question. After his escape from the morgue, Phil/Jason kills 3 young adults fooling around at Camp Crystal Lake. Threesome, nice. He then kidnaps and possesses Josh after killing his girlfriend. Josh/Jason goes to the apartment of his half-sister Diana Voorhees Kimball and kills her, predictably. This is turning into Shrek now. Apologies. But is prevented from possessing her body and being reborn by Stephen Freeman. Jason transfers his souls from Josh to news reporter Robert Campbell, who is no relation, so why would...
Part 9.
Do it to yourself, you do. That's what really hurts. Friday, June 13th. This happened before his birthday, whatever. Robert/Jason goes after Jessica Kimball and her infant daughter Stephanie. Oh, they're bringing babies into it now. Still trying to be reborn. Along the way, Robert/Jason... Wouldn't it be awful if he was reborn as the infant? He'd have to start all over again from zero.
Trinity says spoilers.
Yeah, we know this going in.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's just fucking with me because I always seem to be bringing up spoilers one way or another.
Look at fucking John's comment. Stuttering begins. It's fucking Friday, Saturday. Fucking drunk.
Mate, you at it again.
Hope we're not disturbing the neighbors downstairs.
Fuck them. Like, really? With their yappy dog?
Yeah, but the dog doesn't know any better.
Go fuck yourself downstairs.
Is that an order?
Yeah. Maybe they'll...
All right, I'm just going to go downstairs.
Very good.
A little slow on the uptake. Look at this magnificent beard.
Definitely drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Where was I? Along the way, Robert/Jason kills 3 police officers, the family owning the local diner, and a waitress. A diner patron was also killed. Is that a Patreon thing?
No, a patron.
I know.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. Jason's soul is then transferred to Randy Parker,
Meow.
who gets his throat cut open by Steven. Jason's heart crawls into... Not crawling hearts, I'm sorry. Into Diana's dead body, and he is finally reborn. So they can be dead. Interesting.
A customer, John says. Oh, you're getting blotchy in the face now, too.
Yeah, I have been for a little while.
It's spreading. All right, take it easy with all that. You got to pay for the show. Or otherwise Samara sticks around.
You're gonna die in 7 days. Where was I? Fuck, I keep losing my page.
It's a fucking website.
Don't ever correct me.
Sorry.
After killing Creighton Duke,
page 7.
Jason is stabbed in the heart with a mystical dagger by Jessica and sent to hell. His hockey mask still remained, but Freddy Krueger reached out of the ground and pulled his mask into hell.
See, this is where...
I think that's 2 drinks.
Right.
Now.
This is where them telling you when Freddy Krueger was born is bullshit, because that should be a... What?
Yeah, who cares when he was born?
Yeah, amongst other things, sure.
Mm.
John says, hit up that dono jump off. Leroy, donate so that everybody
Please,
else can,
before I die.
can benefit.
Before I die of alcohol poisoning, I would love to see just one last dono.
This is in such poor taste.
I know. I'm sorry, I don't mean it.
No, I know. And I'm sure I'm sure it'll be laughed about in due time.
We love you, dude.
Mm.
Freddy versus Jason. Here we go. Fall. Because that's important. It's awesome, okay? Freddy Krueger resurrects Jason Voorhees. I just said that. And sends him to Springwood to kill some of the town's teenagers. He's sending him to Elm Street because he's too lazy to do it himself.
No, he's not strong enough, which they should have.
Yeah,
of all
so
the
Freddy has a
overspecific.
word with Mrs. Voorhees.
Yeah, no, he disguises himself as Mrs. Voorhees.
Oh, that saved me a question. Thank you.
Mm.
Wait, no, it didn't.
Drinking and reading, y'all are better than me. Well, she's losing touch.
Yeah, I'm a little dizzy.
I'm a Diz Lizzy. I'm a Thin Lizzy.
To kill some of the town's teenagers and generate enough fear to allow Freddy to return. He's like the evil Santa Claus who needs just enough belief to keep him around.
That's exactly what they did.
Or Jesus Christ, whatever.
What?
Wasn't it the people's belief in Jesus that caused him to... Or was it God's power in him?
That's Santa Claus. You're mixing up Jesus with Santa Claus.
I'm pretty sure for there to be a God, there have to be people to believe in him. That's why we don't have Egyptian gods, Ra and...
This is getting way too philosophical.
Yeah. Has anyone seen The Hogfather?
What?
So in Terry Pratchett's The Hogfather, they get rid of the Hogfather, who's their universe's Santa Claus, and because there is a belief that there's only a certain amount of people who can be believed into existence, and now that the Hogfather's gone, there's an abundance of belief. So when people offhandedly mention the god of hangovers or the odd sock monster, they come to exist because people believe in them. And the Hogfather's brought back, but fair enough, these people were brought into existence, so they're still around. There's more belief than ever these days.
You done with your anecdote?
No?
Excuse me.
No.
No, please continue.
Well, I didn't know if you'd heard of it or not. I thought it
No.
merited mentioning.
No, and
So
I'll
is it not
forget
the same with Freddy that he needs to have people to fear him to
Yeah,
exist?
I think Nightmare on Elm Street is one I'm not as well versed, but I don't.
It doesn't make a lot of sense because in the first movie, as far as I recall, the children didn't remember him and no one really went around telling them about him all of a sudden. So how were they being attacked?
Yeah, no, it's
Just appeared out of nowhere.
they just introduced some of this shit in later stuff. Jesus
Yeah, it's
and
retcon.
Santa are both top dogs in my book. Something
Fair
is
enough.
something. Hogfather, and then emojis. All right, go on.
Okay. Sunday, September 14th. The day after.
Sunday. So Friday the 13th wouldn't even been.
Normally I have barbecue on these days. I don't know what Jason sounds like. The night Jason arrives in Springwood, he kills 2 boys and one of their fathers. Freddy now has enough power to return. 3 people. Wow. Due to the fear caused by the 3 deaths. Oh, I see. Meanwhile, Will and Mark have escaped. Who are Will and Mark?
John Steele says, I'm willing to do a nightmare stream down the line. That is just as there's less movies, but it's just as what?
Feeling kind of queasy.
Are you? All right, we'll take a breather for a second there.
Sorry, guys.
We don't want to poison Emily here. 5 Loco is the shits. I mean 4 Lecoq. Sorry. Respect.
What are those emojis? I can't really see them.
It's a dog and
A lighthouse?
a father. You have better eyes than I do, and I'm fucking.
You're not as wasted as I am.
I'm trailing though. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm done.
I feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah, the air conditioner.
You turn the temperature down a bit because my face is overheating.
Yeah, see, I told
You'd
you.
fry a
You
fucking
said
egg on my
she
face.
said turn the air conditioner off, and I was like, no, hot light in the face.
Oh, thank you, Blu-ray Madness. I'm doing my best. I want to carry on reading, but I know that I'll just be drinking constantly.
You're almost
I
done.
need to take it.
That's Freddy vs. Jason. You got 2 more.
Okay.
X shouldn't really be that big a deal because it's so preposterous and in the future.
Wait, X is the worst one of all?
No, it's arguable. It's as far as believability is concerned, it's either X or 9.
Mm-hmm. So there's a 9th one after X. Wait, no, 9 comes before X, which is the new one.
Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X.
Emily, step outside. Usually helps to get some fresh air.
Air conditioner off. What the hell? Yeah, that's a
No,
European talking, not used to
Ugh.
the disgustingness in this country.
It's on.
It's
Jason
on now.
sounds like. What does that mean? Oh, hey, Angel.
I don't know if you should. Yeah.
What?
Usually, when people have, at least it's my experience that when people don't have their name in their name, they're trying to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Unnamed.
Don't.
Username.
My friend Todd likes to do stuff like that. He likes to hide behind other names, because it's.
I thought because I'd been on a stream with them before, and
Well, just for the sake of.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty plastered.
I
by
could be
now.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
I could be wrong. So
My judgment's just down here.
Yeah.
Right. The night Jason. Okay. Will's girlfriend Laurie Campbell. That name sounds familiar. Is she a famous final girl? Laurie Campbell and her friends began to understand what is going on, and their newfound, 2 words, newfound, knowledge of Kruger makes them vulnerable. At a rave that night, Freddy enters the dreams of Laurie's friend Gib. What a name. A lot of interesting names in this franchise.
Yeah.
But is enraged when
At least
Jason...
the writers can write fun names.
But is enraged when Jason steals his victim, killing Gib and another raver in the real world before Freddy can kill her in her dream. Do ravers often fall asleep mid-rave?
That's a
Maybe if
question.
they've taken enough eat.
That's a question.
All right. Spilling some down my face at this point.
Your face, yes. It's a polite way of putting it.
My clothes as well. Jason then goes on a rampage. When does he not? Honestly. Killing at least 8 more ravers. The survivors of the rave include Laurie, Will, Kia Waterson, Charlie Lindemann, and Bill Freeberg. Free the Berg. Later, Freddy kills Mark when he falls asleep at his old house. Yeah, I'd be annoyed enough if there was one supernatural...
Mine! That's
I'd be
what Freddy
annoyed
says.
enough... Yeah, what?
When Jason kills what's-her-tits in the locker, he goes, mine!
Like a child.
Sorry. Yeah.
And then they duel it out with
Stop
Freddy
the
quipping.
fucking, the
Sorry.
microphone's going to go fidgety.
So he's quipping all over the place, and Jason's just like, I don't have time for this.
Oh, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Freddy vs. Jason we could probably watch because it's its own isolated, and it's fun. It's we should probably...
It contains spoilers at the beginning for some of the Freddy movies, though, right?
Does it?
Apparently. I
don't
haven't
think
seen
so.
it, but there's flashbacks and shit.
Yeah, but they show sort of. It's a prologue.
Well, all right. The rave survivors and Scott Stubbs, whoever he is, decide to go to Westland Hills and get some Hypnosil. It's a different thing each movie. Hypnosil dream suppressant.
What was one of the, I think that was part 3 or 4 in Nightmare on Elm Street that they carry the name at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Dream suppressant to be safe from Freddy. That's not going to work for Jace, though. Jace follows them there
That's
and
a quip.
kills Stubbs.
That's a quip.
All right. And kills Stubbs, Freeberg, and a security guard before Freddy brings him into the dream world, where he figures out he's been fooled. Where Jason figures out he's been fooled? What? I don't even know what I'm objected to here, but something about that doesn't seem right. Hypnocell is from Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yes, thank you. See? Am I done drinking? No, but I'm running low.
Yeah, because in the first movie it's stay awake and then it's stay up.
Stawake.
Sorry, it's star wake and then stout and then Hypnocell. Okay. Why is it a different one each time? What is going up with the
Stawake
pharmaceutical
is like
companies?
Stawake is that over-the-counter jump off, and Hypnosil is that promethazine.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the same with the Freddy remake because He goes there, and the pharmacist says, "I think you're out of refills."
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a prescription thing.
Yeah, controlled substances get fired up.
Laurie, Will, Kia, and Lindemann begin to transport. Did you make a face?
No.
Did he make a face?
No, you were off screen. I was like, I don't know if you're going to.
Right. I've lost my page again.
Page.
Laurie, Will, Kia, and Lindemann begin to transport Jason's comatose body to Crystal Lake while he's asleep, I guess, as Freddy discovers Jason's deep-seated fear, which is not usually present in the real world. So in the real world, he can swim fine. He's lived there his whole adolescence and early adulthood. He's fine. Laurie falls asleep. Why would you? And then, on purpose.
Lean, jump off.
I can lean the other way.
No, his hypnosil. They're not all jokes about you, Emily.
Sorry, my apologies.
Go ahead.
Didn't mean to steal all the glory on your stream.
Yeah, don't forget it.
I'll get you for that later. Laurie falls asleep and enters Jason's dream. Huh? I don't want to swallow. Which involves his childhood drowning. Laurie manages to wake Jason up and drag Freddy into the real world. Who's giving the teenagers all this power? Drink. What are you laughing at now?
What? I'm laughing at you.
Oh. After killing Lindemann and Kia, Jason turns his attentions, plural, to Freddy. And an epic battle begins. The fight concludes with Jason's battered body falling into Crystal Lake and Laurie decapitating Freddy with... Oh no.
With oh no.
I minimized the page. With Jason's machete.
Piss on that.
Jason emerges from the lake, clutching Freddy's still animate head. Wink.
They cut through so many, here's the climax of the movie, and something happens.
Almost time for a fourth drink.
Yeah,
I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Ugh. This takes me back to my uni days, except the drinks weren't so disgusting then. I did a lot of drinking back in the day. In case you couldn't tell.
We didn't prepare properly. There's just...
Not only do I dislike vodka, but back in the day, about the cheapest thing you could get was Monster and vodka. So energy drink with vodka, and that just used to make me barf. And Jägermeister too. I couldn't stand Jaeger bombs. It's just... Ugh.
I think you just can't hold your liquor, I think is...
I like sweet-tasting pansy bullshit.
Oh, what's that? Lambrini? What's that called?
Yeah, Lambrini. It's 4% cherry-flavored sparkling wine that you can get in the UK and maybe the Republic of Ireland. I don't know.
What about you, Madness? You have a what's it called?
Huh?
Lambrini up there in the.
Or wait, there was this cocktail bar we used to go to called the Cuban Exchange, and they had pictures of Che Guevara all over the place, and they played not very good music.
For all those Cubans out there, Emily doesn't like your music.
It wasn't Cuban music. It was just...
Don't stereotype.
Well. Okay. 2008. Here we go. Jason, where did we start? It was 1940, was it? 1930. 1930 it was.
Oh, that was Pamela being born.
Yeah. Which is pointless.
Lambrini, God bless.
Yeah. I only like the cherry one though, or maybe the peach flavor.
Oven.
Plain Lambrini is just, it's like drinking out of a shoe.
God bless. Go on.
Okay. 2008. Jason Voorhees. I like that they keep mentioning it's the Voorhees Jason.
Yeah, because there's a couple. Yeah. I'm officially losing touch, so you're going to slip some quips.
Is captured by the Camp Crystal Lake Research Facility. All right. And convicted of at least 200 murders. Yeah, I should think so by now.
Convicted.
When all attempts to execute him fail, he's left sedated, placed under heavy guard, and left shackled in the facility while researchers try to think of what to do with him. And this is not part of a movie, essentially. It's just backstory. And it's all Tommy Jarvis's fault. If he just left him in his grave where he belonged, none of this would happen.
Fault.
Except
All of
Tommy Jarvis, not Jason.
Well, no, Jace.
Oh, Jace. It's all Jace's fault. Boo.
Hashtag Jace's fault.
Very boo.
Okay. Go on.
2009.
Here you go. Drum roll, please.
Reboot only. The following sequence of events is perhaps not in main continuity of the original 11 Friday the 13th films. Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
P.S. Don't mind the English. Or lack thereof.
Do you think this will last me the last leg of the film?
I don't think so.
May 2nd, Friday the 13th. Of course it's Friday the 13th. It's always Friday the fucking 13th. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. Kiss it better. Thank you. May 2nd. A group of young adults, Whitney Miller, Mike, Wade, Amanda, and Richie, none of whom have last names because they're...
Yeah.
Enter the Crystal Lake region looking for marijuana site in the woods. Jason, wearing a cloth bag over his head. No mask this time. That was a fake step.
You're running low. Might have to do an intermission between this movie. Go ahead. He says, woohoo, remake time.
John says, fucking Lamborghini.
No, you got to say, fucking
Lamborghini, man.
Mate.
Yeah.
Did you say Lamborghini?
Why is my hair all puffy on this side? You see this?
This isn't a mirror.
Yeah, it is.
Well, go on. 19 viewers. Where the fuck are all you when we're doing show business?
There's going to be a drunk woman in this one. Tally ho!
Yeah. Guys, we're going to talk about the box office grosses. But Emily's going to drink every time we talk about... Will you stop? What's wrong with you?
I like you. I'm sorry.
Ask her to say machete again.
Machete. Is that what you wanted?
That's from Club Dread, but yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's from Club Dread?
Yeah.
Wait,
Piss on that. I'm using a machete.
I thought you were just saying in a stupid voice.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, yes. Yes to all
While
the above.
we were reviewing the movie, which shall never be mentioned, you
Oh,
said...
you mean the ice cream truck? You mean the ice cream truck? You can't mean the ice cream truck, can you?
I might.
Go watch the ice cream truck. Free on Amazon.
Yeah. Judge for yourselves, guys. Really. Okay. Wearing a cloth bag over his head, no mask.
Showbiz equals spoilers. Yeah, I guess. Touche. I guess you're right.
Make sure I get a good thumbnail. Is this good?
Yeah, that one might get more clicks.
This is a cup, by the way. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad.
Come on.
Oh, he's a bad influence.
What?
I'm a bad influence on myself, I'll be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a problem. Calm down your drinking.
Drinking problem. Any Airplane fans?
What is this, open mic night?
Maybe.
Get reading.
I'll never get this chance.
19 viewers.
Attacks the intruders. Jason attacks the intruders and kills all of them except Whitney, whom he just likes. Whom he drags into his underground tunnels running between the campgrounds and for his house. Tunnels? When was this ever a thing? Jason has a digging hobby, apparently.
No, they're abandoned.
Oh, this was for the camp counselors to spy on the teenagers.
Abandoned mines.
Abandoned mines.
The remake really tried to undo.
Oh, it's not in ancient Indian burial ground?
It should be.
Most of America is, right?
All of America is.
Hold on. Any more new comments?
Nope. Keep breathing. Almost done.
Why don't you tell a few jokes for a minute?
Tell a few jokes? All right, so an Emily and Emily walk into a bar. This woman thing. Where is Volstix? Like, I would figure he's...
Well, it's, what, 2 a.m. his time?
Well
11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 a.m.
Explain me how Madness is here, then.
Well, Madness is... He's just bonkers. He's unchained, clearly.
And it's Friday. It's a Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on which reminds me we need to
Maybe
To-
Volstix is just coming back from the Planet nightclub or something.
To be
Oh, that's
relevant,
Wolverhampton. Where would he be in Lincolnshire? I don't know the area where he lives exactly, but
Have you heard of Grimsby?
yes, I've heard of Grimsby.
Fucking respect.
My family is in Lincolnshire, and so is he. So that's I kind of recognize the accent. There's a
Mate,
club
Mate.
in.
did you say your family is in Lincolnshire?
Oh, I can't wait for you to meet my family.
Mate, respect.
So there's a club in Lincoln city centre called Red 5,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize it was named after the old Star Wars space vehicle thing that Luke is driving around.
Red 5.
There's Pulp Fiction pictures up in there, The Simpsons. There's just pop culture all over the walls. It's
Mhm.
pretty good.
The 80s. I'm surprised there's no 80s cafe. There has to be an 80s cafe somewhere.
Maybe there's a club that's 80s themed, and there's
No, the 80s cafe.
oh
Back to the Future 2. Remember,
Oh.
say you're out.
I'm out.
No matter what happens, say you're out.
I'm out.
That's...
I'm sorry, I haven't seen it for a long time.
Mayor!
Can I fall asleep?
Well, all right, well, then just cruise through it so that
Oh.
if God forbid someone's actually watching for the rest of the timeline,
Yeah, I bet he would.
he's probably casting a spell.
Ugh. Can I give up taking drinks now? I'm feeling a bit sick.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you're really sick, we'll cut it.
If I'm really sick, I'll go off and be sick, and then I'll feel better. But I don't want. I'm trying to toe the line.
Yeah, I don't like puking.
Oh, you don't like puking? You think I do?
You could start by sweeping the floors.
Although I've told you once before, I had a little stay in hospital where I was puking a lot, and after that, I was just a pro at it.
Puking or
Yes.
staying in hospitals?
No, puking, because I'd done it for 3 days straight. Bringing up bile every 3 minutes. When I was out drinking and puking, it was no big deal for quite a long time afterwards. It was almost good. It was like the Roman vomitorium thing. You drink, you puke, you drink again. It's the circle of life.
Cool.
Right. So where was I?
It's, for the record, it's 2 and
It's almost 3.
it's 2 and 4/5.
Yeah.
Fuck, 8/10.
And I'm mixing as well. The first one was peach schnapps, and these have been birthday cake vodka.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Just Astrobia.
Sorry, I've been yammering on for like 5 minutes.
It's 10:30 here. I just started drinking.
Ooh.
Oh, rewind and catch
Woo.
up.
Yeah, definitely.
Drink every time Emily
Ooh.
asks a question and kiss the night
Kiss-
goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely. So underground tunnels, right?
You can keep
Shit.
playing at home, by the way. So now that you don't have to worry about drinking.
I can mime drinking.
No, just if you have a
For anyone
question,
who's new here, I'm taking a break from drinking because I'm
she's
nauseous. But
2 and 8/10 drinks done.
yeah, okay.
And the game is if Emily asks a question, you take a drink, or if she has
It's
a quip,
confused. Yeah,
you
it's
take a
just-
drink. If she has some sort of wait, what? You take a drink.
There's no finish your drink going on. It's just
Yeah,
shots,
nobody
essentially.
said a way to finish your drink, but
Shortly after the underground tunnel thing, Whitney's mother dies of her own volition, I suppose. And her brother Clay begins to look for her. Friday, June 13th. Here we fucking go again. Clay Miller arrives in Crystal Lake, just in the lake itself, looking for Whitney. Meanwhile, another group of teens, Jenna, Trent Sutton, Chewy, Lawrence, Chelsea, Nolan, and Bree, arrive at Trent's family cabin on the lake shore. Jason kills a local, and apparently the local has his own page. Donnie, his name is. And dons the latter's hockey mask. What a coinkydink.
that's why he has his own page.
He then murders most of the partying teens and a police officer as Clay and Jenna hunt for Whitney. Whitney is rescued, and Jenna is also killed as the Miller siblings see from Jason.
Siblings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Fliblings. As the Miller siblings flee from Jason, Whitney succeeds in stabbing Jason in the chest with his machete. I read that as moustache for some reason.
Okay, well, the room is spinning for you right now.
Saturday, June 14th. Jason rises from the lake to attack Whitney. Note. Here we go. I'm feeling a little better now.
Oh, are you?
These dates do not match the real calendar. June 13th, 2009 was a Saturday, and June 14th, 2009 was a Sunday. There are three possibilities. Hold on.
Viz says if you want to get less nauseous, stop reading.
Yeah. Good idea.
Ow, that hurt. Oh, fuck. I need that promethazine. Oh, I can't have promethazine now.
Yeah, now I can stop fiddling with the wires. Okay, there are three possibilities, right? One, the film actually takes place in 2008, a year which had June 13th on a Friday. Two, the June part of the film actually takes place in February, March, or November of 2009. They're all possible. All of which had the 13th on a Friday, and the May part of the film actually takes place 1 month earlier in January, February, or October. Mark these off on the calendars you guys all have at home. 3, the film and possibly the entire franchise takes place in a universe where the calendar is slightly different from ours. 4, you're getting really hung up over a single date in a film that's not reality at all. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just who cares?
Right.
Continued. It's most likely that the film takes place either in 2008. You can't say 2008, can you?
You can. Why can't you?
If you're bonkers.
Well, you're drunk.
That. It's most likely that the film takes place either in 2008 or in Jan to Feb to March, or Oct to Nov of 2008, since it's abbreviated that way. Since every film except for the original and the reboot have dates that match our calendar. Reboot timeline events end here.
Yeah, but see, like they don't explain in the movies that, oh, by the way, it's 1984. Like it's never explained that. That's them doing homework and connecting dots for them. It's not like part 4. They say, oh, by the way, this is 8 years in the future of what the current year is.
There's never a reason to get hung up on when the Friday the 13th occur or not.
Yeah, like, if you're watching Friday the 13th, and the big thing that you're troubled by is the fact that it's not really Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Stop watching. You're watching for the absolute wrong reason.
Yeah, like in Dolores Claiborne. Dolores.
Her name's not really Dolores Claiborne?
There's an event that happens on a particular date when there's a solar eclipse. And on this date in real life, there was never a full solar eclipse where she's supposed to be. It's in Maine, of course, because Stephen King. But
that damn rock.
Yeah, but it's not really a big deal, is it? I mean, it's fiction, clearly, so. It's just a convenient solar eclipse for reasons.
You should be lucky you're not taking a drink for all continuity errors. Yeah,
Isn't that what I'm doing?
I mean, when she started, you were what, half done before we got to the first movie? Drink for every possible year. Oh, that's
how many years has it been so far? We started in the 30s, right?
So was that 70 years? 80 years?
Have I drunk 70 times? It feels that way.
I probably have. Sips, sure.
My stomach's just a boiling pot right now. Who knows what's going to happen?
All right, well, 2010s.
2010s. Here we go. Oh,
wow.
I scrolled down too far. 6 supernatural villains who were too hard to kill. I'll come back to you. 2010s. 2010. Friday, August 13th. Is it a Friday? It's decided that Jason Voorhees should be cryogenically frozen and moved to another facility for further examination. Due to a guard throwing a blanket over him because he felt sorry for him. He must be chilly. Jason's IV. I was reading that like Roman numerals for a sec because they've capitalized it. Jason's 4 is knocked loose, allowing him to escape and kill Dr. Vimmer.
No, it is Jason's IV.
I know, I was being comedic.
Oh, okay.
Who had decided to supersede freezing Jason and transport him soft. And the 5 soldiers meant to move him, while chasing head researcher Rowan LaFontaine through the facility. Yeah, nothing going on there.
I'll tell you.
Come on, guys.
Mind the drink and the words.
Nearly done.
Almost done.
And
we're almost
still
done.
Pink in the face.
A wee bit.
Yeah, a wee bit. Jason is knocked into the cryogenic chamber
Eric
by
says
the
drink for that IV joke.
Jason is knocked into the cryogenic chamber by the scientist, who's also frozen. It's the first episode of Futurama. When Jason punctures the unit's door and stabs her, causing the facility to lock down. Nobody goes home today. 2020s, the future. 2024, the sport of hockey is outlawed. No more hockey mask, I guess.
No.
Why is it outlawed? What fucking injury could they possibly have? I've seen ice hockey. That's some serious.
Have I shown you the clip of the goalie just
with his
losing,
neck sliced?
losing
Yeah,
blood all over the place?
yeah. I'm surprised they didn't cut away sooner.
They couldn't.
But they had multi-angle shots of it, from what I saw. Gross.
Well, he lived, so I guess they
Yeah.
maintained the footage because
But
he
it's not a
lived.
good life. Okay.
Clint Malarchuk, if you want to.
The
Look up some gruesome
2450s,
shit.
or however we're calling that decade. 2455. Jason X, right?
Hey.
Or Jason 10, whatever.
More like Jason.
Friday, August 13th. I guess we're still using the same units of time in space, even though we're on different planets, possibly.
Listen,
with
they
different-
outlawed hockey. The calendar's going to.
Yeah, the human race has just gone to pot now, basically. No hockey. It's still Friday the 13th.
We're
out of shake and back.
They've changed it so that
There's
every
only
Friday,
one after 8 minutes left, and everyone's too polite to take it.
every 13th is now a Friday after the outlaw of hockey.
Ooh, motorbike.
My ride's here.
A class from Motley Law. My name is Bond, James Bond.
Very good.
A reference that only he will get.
We're losing her.
Okay.
Motley. You sound like Motley.
Happy memories. A class from Earth number 2, headed by Braithwaite Lau. Of course, it's a white dude.
How do you know that? You don't know that.
Braithwaite. That's not a black dude's name.
Fred Brathwaite was a black dude.
That's Brathwaite?
Braithwaite? Brathwaite?
You don't even know, do you?
You're judging
You're
based on
racist.
names. What racist?
When was the last time you saw a black
You
dude
assumed
called
his name?
Humphrey or Logan? Or remember in Get Out when the guy, what was his name? Andre something,
Yeah.
and his slave name was now Logan King. And you know the African American experience is very good. You know, it's not like
Are you a drunk? A racist when you're drunk?
I don't know. You tell me. We're racist most of the time.
Yeah, I don't. The goalie. Yeah, Fred Brathwaite. Yeah.
That was his surname, not his first name.
We
Who
got
the
a
fuck
really-
is called Braithwaite? That's a
Fucking
first name.
people in the 25th century, motherfucker. How are you to
Yeah,
judge?
I'm sure they're a lot more enlightened. You have to keep this stream up. I need to watch this from the beginning, just based on what I've already seen. It's a roller coaster of fun and merriment.
Before part 1, she's losing everything. Go on. We're almost done.
A class from Earth 2, headed by Braithwaite Lowe, go on a field trip to the original Earth, which has become uninhabitable centuries prior. Just one lone robot wandering around, making cubes and wishing for love and companionship.
A bit of a alien nod too
Yeah.
with the
Discovering the remains of the Camp Crystal Lake Research Facility, of all fucking things. I've only got a sip left. I'm going to have to make this one count. The students find Jason Voorhees and Rowan LaFontaine and bring them aboard their ship, the Grendel. That sounds much too similar to the Grundle. Let the students name the ship, where Rowan is revived while Jason awakens on his own. Yep. Killing several students, crew members, and hired security, Jason is briefly killed by android KM-14, and it's spelled KAY-EM-14.
KY. Oh, KM.
Yeah, KY is an alien franchise thing. That's what the alien is coded in, the xenomorph.
Yeah, but yeah.
Not
Okay.
in universe, but
Yeah.
production-wise. But is resurrected by the Grendel's malfunctioning nanobots, which also give him a metallic exoskeleton and upgraded abilities. Good for you, nanobots. As the Grundle begins falling apart due to accidentally crashing into the Solaris space station, Rowan, Sunaron, and KM reach a rescue vessel, the Tiamat, whatever, while Sergeant Brodsky stays behind, sacrificing himself to stop Uber Jason from attacking the Tiamat. A power armor-wearing Brodsky tackles Uber Jason outside the Tiamat, sending the two of them hurtling through Earth 2's atmosphere. Uber Jason's charred mask lands in a lake. Well then,
And that's the Friday
That's
the
the end.
13th timeline.
And there's no more. And they unfortunately didn't bring up Never Hike Alone.
They did, yeah, right. Somebody brought that up in the chat. Never Hike Alone would be somewhere before. Actually, I don't know. They're saying 2010 is something else, and I don't know. So I know this is a bad time to ask you, but how was the timeline for you?
No, confusing. I won't lie. Some of the points I came across were just very amusing.
This is a flawed thing here too, for the record, because I need my Friday the 13th.
Did you expect a lot less than this to make me question everything?
Well, like there's stuff like I was banking on part 5 because they say that, well, 1 to 2 they say Jason's dead and then he's alive, and you brought up the how he built his own little shack thing. 4, 5, 6. In 5 they say that he's cremated, and then 6. Well, you saw the beginning of 6. He's in a cemetery. Big props for being able to read that while being shit-faced. Yeah,
you were counting on me being a nitpicking asshole as well, weren't you?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do analyze the shit out of everything.
She doesn't like Die Hard because of the FBI. What is it now?
They're just stereotypically, someone fell out of the building, probably a suicidal stockbroker. Step aside, we know what we're doing. Blah,
For the
blah,
same
blah.
reason I said that people focusing on...
It was the same thing in the Waco TV drama.
For the same reason I said that focusing on the date and time and month and all that shit...
Yeah, even
Friday,
I won't do that. Who cares?
Well, it's similar. What are you worried about what the fucking FBI protocol is in Die Hard when Bruce Willis is running around and you have Alan Rickman being incredible in that movie?
We're supposed to... I don't know. We're supposed to have some faith in this country's Federal Bureau of Investigations. They're not supposed to be explosion-happy assholes.
It's to help you understand that Bruce Willis is doing... He's on his own.
Yeah,
He's
can
gotta
the
save the
villain
day.
of the movie not just be Hans Gruber? Does it have to be the guys on the ground ignoring well-meaning police officers?
No, it's an accessory to the fact that he's going to have to do this himself.
It's convoluted, I think. It's just...
You're convoluted.
Your face is convoluted.
All right, what we take from this is Bruce did not have shoes on. Shoot the glass. I can go to bed now.
Ooh, I couldn't watch that in Die Hard, the fucking stepping on glass. It's one of my
Rough.
worst fears.
So any last words about the Friday the 13th timeline before you forget everything we've just done?
It was fun reading it. I didn't think somehow there'd be quite as many films. Like Jason X, I know there's 10, but god damn it, that took a while to get through.
Yeah, well, it's a shitty fucking... As a fan, I'm telling you, I can't explain it.
The amount of times they have to stipulate. Oh, and Jason goes on a killing spree. Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, they do. They cut through the meaty
He
part.
kills 9 people.
Things happen. People die.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Savini Jason. Oh man, you got to rewind this because it's. I was taking part. I'm assuming it's quite humorous if you're a fan of the series and we're just watching Emily. Either quip or get puzzled. But yeah, McClane doesn't need the FBI. He's got Carl Winslow and Twinkies to help him. Yeah.
That doesn't say help him.
Well, he said
It says Jelp Najom.
Jelp Najam, but then he corrected himself.
That's
an autocorrect.
Oh, he's not also wasted.
He could be. Erica, if you played at home, he could be just as sloppy.
Yeah, I do feel a little disoriented, and I'm sure I'm very rosy by now.
Yeah. So
You seem to be all right.
I'm a little. If I
A
move
little
my
bit buzzed, yeah.
if I move my head, everything trails.
You're still comprehensible. I have a sentence memorized for in case anyone asks how drunk I am. I'm still this side of reasonable comprehension. I can say that no matter how fucking plastered. I could be lying on the floor in my own vomit. I have some stories from university. I really do. I'd let myself
Yeah,
go.
you had about 4 or 5 today.
Yeah. It's not even all of them.
We don't fucking care about university.
We had a housewarming where I got blackout drunk and I vomited into one of the cardboard boxes that I'd unpacked. So there was nothing in there, but then I forgot all about it for a couple of days. And that was a nasty thing to find. Don't do that. Never vomit in a box.
Any last words?
No, I'd probably say the same thing on my deathbed. You know,